What is up, everybody? This is O-Artistry, and welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution, where we will be starting the GX era in the campaign. And I'm very excited to, get into GX and, play some epic monsters, through this era. It was a few months ago I was rewatching the series, and it was definitely quite the experience rewatching it because I hadn't seen GX properly in a good while, so it was nice just to rewatch all of the episodes. But before we get into it, I just wanted to show kind of like the final version of what I think the Yu-Gi-Oh! Ban list is going to look like. So here it is. This is, in my opinion, what the final ban list is going to look like. Whether this is accurate or not, who the heck knows? Something tells me that some of the cards might be on there, something tells me some of them are not. The reason why I've added some additional cards onto this list was because I wanted to wait for Stampede and a full Stampede listing, because I 100% think, because the Stampede is given some indicators of some random reprints, why would some of these cards be reprinted unless it was going to affect the ban list in some way, shape or form? And I think that's why we also waited for the ban list. Now, it's about the regular time. It's normally in about April when they release a ban list, and it's quite a decent ban list, in terms of cards that they add and things like that. So I definitely think it's the right time frame, but basically they're saying that it's either going to be tonight or tomorrow that the ban list officially drops. So with that in mind, I wanted to do a quick little rework. It's mostly just adding some cards in places compared to the last list. But I will say this. I definitely think that, going forward, it's going to be definitely an interesting format. Regardless of what they hit or not, it's definitely going to be really interesting to look into, because is it going to be like Fire King, where basically they made no changes to Fire King whatsoever for ages, or realizing that people absolutely hated, sorry, not even Fire King, Snake Eyes, because people hated Snake Eyes and Snake Eyes format for so long, and how long it lasted, are they actually going to do some hits? So then that way it makes it more fresh and feel a little bit more like there's a bit more life to the game. So it's definitely going to be 100% interesting to see what they do with this ban list. Especially because obviously, like I said, with Stampede, there's a lot of product in here that 100% they were waiting for, because globally, worldwide, Stampede is released on the 11th, so it makes sense that they were waiting for it to come out, which is, I believe, the 7th in America. So they're like, here you go, here's a ban list, and this is when it will be in effect. I think it will be a few more days, and then it will be 100% in effect. What that means for Aberdeen in terms of our local tournaments, we will find out when it's released and see when it's effective, because depending on when it's effective or not, we'll either make it obviously an immediate change, or we'll see when it is, because if it happens, if the effect is, let's say, I don't know, the 20th or something like that, which is obviously before the event, maybe we'll put it to a vote or something like that, whether we make the ban list changes or not. We'll wait and see, because we don't know what the ban list is even going to remotely look like. It could be a great ban list, it could be a terrible ban list, but we're going to find out. But anyways, enough waffling about the ban list. We're here for a duel in love. So, angry that Jaden made a mockery of him, Dr. Crowler created a fake love letter from Alexis Rhodes, the jewel amongst the Obelisk Blues top students. Since the moment I first saw you, I've been in love with you. Meet me behind the girls' dorm. Dearly, Alexis Rose. Dr. Crowler planned to expel Jaden by getting a photo of him trespassing in the girls' dorm. It was the perfect plan, except Dr. Crowler accidentally put the love letter in Cyrus's locker instead of Jaden's. Yeah, because Jaden kept borrowing Cyrus's locker. Late at night at the girls' dorm, Alexis and her friends called Cyrus and demanded that Jaden come rescue him. If you don't want us to turn you in, you're going to have to win your freedom by beating me in a duel right now. If you turn us in, we'll be expelled. Don't worry, Cy. I won't let that happen. Now let's duel, Alexis. I personally, as much as I love this duel, I think it's a great premise. It's a great little introduction to some characters, as well as, you know, I think it's great, you know, that Jaden did actually face a female love interest. He's technically the first, because obviously Yugi and Taya never dueled. So, you know, I think that's great. The issue is that Alexis didn't win, and didn't really win much more after that, which is a bit of a shame, but there we go. That was the problem with Alexis as a character, though. They just made it that she just barely won any games, and when she did, they were mostly filler dudes, with the exception of Titan. Okay, so we're gonna set a bunch of cards and end our turn, because we got cards, and hopefully she doesn't Heavy Storm us or Harpies. Harpies is bad, weirdly, in this game. What can activate? Target one monster on the field. Oh, it's Compulse. Compulse is gonna sit here and say things for ages. Oh, isn't that the monster that can't be... As long as it's equipped, your opponent cannot attack others other than equipped. Oh, no, it's not that one. There's an equip spell, or is it... No, I think it's a continuous spell. I know Jaden plays it at level 10, where basically it's that you can only attack, I think, the lowest attack monster or something like that. 2 face downs as well, and a turn end. Now, I'm not going to activate my card that wants to activate every 2 seconds. Sparkman seems like a really good monster just to summon, attack, and see what Alexis is playing. She may play Mirror Force or something like that. We'll find out. No, I don't want to return that back to the hand. We're just going to attack. There we go, 200 points of damage, and we managed to beat her monster. Now, obviously she's playing fusion monsters, I'm playing fusion monsters, so it's definitely going to be interesting to see... Whoop, hello. Keeps trying to activate, and I don't want it to. Cyber Gymnast. Once per turn, you can discard a card to target an attack position monster your opponent controls. Destroy that target. Ooh, interesting. Cause for discard. Now, I got Warrior Returning Alive, so in some ways I'm happy just for Sparkman to die, because then we could just bring it back to the hand. And obviously ending turn, so there's nothing else they could do there. Okay, so draw for turn, and we get Avion. Okay, I'll keep Avion in hand for now. We're going to activate Warrior Returning Alive, bring back the Sparkman, and basically go from there. This is the one issue with, obviously, Jaden's deck, is that because it's fusion reliant, it requires polymerization. So it doesn't just... Oh, I summoned Avion, I didn't even summon Sparkman. Whoops-a-daisies. Well, that's fine too, because we'll keep Sparkman in reserve. Funny enough, I'm surprised she didn't set Cyber Gymnast. I would have thought she would have set Cyber Gymnast, because I would have attacked into it. I would have, and then taken 200 damage. Cyber 2/2. If the attack of each monster your opponent controls is higher than this card, it can attack directly. Okay. So obviously that can't attack directly because Clayman is on the board. Ooh, Skyscraper. That's actually a really solid card. Now, if we wanted, we can actually throw Clayman in attack mode, which I'm going to do. I'm not going to summon Sparkman, because if she's been waiting on... Yeah, I was going to say, I'm hoping it would just automatically... Skyscraper just automatically goes through. Oh, she had Scapegoat, and that's why, ladies and gentlemen, we don't do anything. So, obviously we're going to get rid of a token, so we're not going to activate the effect of a card, replay, so we're just going to attack the orange token. And there we go. No. There we go. So cool. At least we're dealing slowly with her cards. Okay, Blade Skate is now on board. So she's going to attack my monster. She's gonna attack Clayman. Do I want to protect Clayman? Yes, I think I do want to protect Clayman. So we'll compulse, we'll send it back to the hand. Ooh, Meteor Rain. So, wait. Meteor Rain doesn't do anything here. Because it just gives a monster piercing damage. Why would she do that? I'm so confused why she did that. So we've got Avion, Bastinatrix, Clayman, and Sparkman, but we've only got Thunder Giant and I think, so we're not going to be able to get over the other monsters. I am going to keep Clayman in attack mode because that's completely fine. I'm only doing this so that we can get rid of all the tokens. So we know she's got Blade Skater in hand, one face down, which she did not activate, and a mysterious card now drawn. Set a card, set a back row. Interesting. Okay. Drawing a card, it is Clayman. We're going to swap Clayman to defense mode. We're going to summon Bastinatrix. Now, Blade Skater has 1400 attack points, so Skyscraper should get me over. Yep. Because even though it's a monster that has a higher attack, so I knew it had at least 1400 attack points, so that meant we could safely use Sparkman to get over. Oh, and it's Scapegoat again! So that's why she didn't activate it. So it's Scapegoat once again, so she's playing multiple copies of Scapegoat so she can protect herself. We're going to attack these two Scapegoat tokens and end our turn there. So, she's got one face down, one card in hand, two Scapegoat tokens, has to end turn. Interesting. Maybe that's the Cyber Blader monster? I'm going to keep a Hero Midges in hand for now. I don't need to change Clayman to attack mode. I could if I wanted. But we're going to see. Now, Scapegoat obviously only works if you have less than 4 spaces, like, so you have to have 4 spaces, sorry, mandatory for it to summon 4 tokens. Hero Signal, we'll drop another Hero Signal. Now the damage here, so we've got 3038. I don't think this is enough, but we've definitely got enough options. I'd be surprised if she played Mirror Force now. Like, you know what I mean? She would have played it the second she could have. So yeah, we've got enough damage, just enough damage on board. I wasn't sure if I was 100 short or not, but we managed to do it. Looks like that is game. A deal's a deal. I won, so we're off free. Okay, guys, we'll keep quiet about what happened tonight. Jaden beat me fair and square, and that's all there is to it. Nah, there's more to it than that. It was a close match. You got game. It really wasn't. It was not a close match. Not in my duel, anyways. Also, by the way, what I did was I finished the Duel Monsters story. I went back and just challenged everybody the opposite end. Jaden and his friends Cyrus and Chumley were wandering the school grounds when they came across an old abandoned dorm that was supposedly haunted. That is incorrect information, because what actually happened was they were telling a horror story, and depending on the level of the monster, the scarier the story. Professor Banner was the one who then told Jaden, Cyrus, and Chumley about the abandoned dorm. Now, Chumley, who's been a student for a long time, should have known that the abandoned dorm was forbidden and you'd get expelled for being here, but Alexis was the one to tell the story. To their surprise, Alexis was also there. Alexis, what are you doing here? That's funny, I was about to ask you guys the very same thing. We'd heard about the dorm and wanted to check it out. Well, that's not very intelligent. Don't you know that kids have a way of disappearing around here? Oh, that's just some urban myth. No, it's not. Believe me, I know. Why else would they make the academy why else would the academy make this place completely forbidden? If they catch you here, they'll expel you, Jaden. So why are you here? I like how they skipped the my business is my business, and Jaden's like, whoa, didn't mean to ask. One of the kids who disappeared was my brother. If Alexis's brother really disappeared, then the rumors aren't just rumors. I say we go back, Jaden. Yeah? I say we go in. Oh, wait up. I hope you know Jaden knows what he's doing. Ah, who are you? When Jaden and his friends entered the dorm to investigate, Alexis was captured by Titan, a notorious hitman hired by Crowler to kick Jaden out of the academy. Titan trapped Alexis in a coffin, using her as bait to goad Jaden into a duel. He wasn't technically hired to kick Jaden out of the academy. He wanted Titan to use his shadow powers to scare Jaden enough to leave the academy. Hand Alexis over right now or you'll be sorry. The only way I'll free is if you beat me in a shadow game. Titan, are you alright there, mate? Why are you all veiny, mate? And why do you have I can't think what it's called now, where your mask is now a shadow charm. The Eye of Wujat, that's it. Why do you have the Eye of Wujat here? That is not lore accurate. You only get that after Jaden beats you in a real shadow game, because obviously Titan was a fake one, using a Millennium Pendant, not the Millennium Puzzle. And then when they tried to leave, it invoked an actual shadow game. The others did not believe in the shadow games either, but they were soon convinced. For you see, when you lose a shadow game, you don't just play with your life points, you pay with your soul. So you're the one who's behind all the disappearances. Well, you're not getting us, especially Alexis. Unless you win, she's mine forever, as will you be. Wait, Titan, hold up. Why are you now normal? Titan's now normal. Alright, get your game on. Hold on. Titan, they must have heard me go, excuse me, why is he in his fake... Why? That's so funny. Okay, so clearly someone let that go, which was a big oopsie. Titan could be very difficult here, actually, because unless we can summon really strong monsters, Archfiends actually have good attack points. Oh, wow, we're dueling at Duel Academy. Blade Edge is a good monster if I could summon it. Oh, well, at least it's not Pandemonium. Terraforming, Searches, again, not actual Pandemonium. So Archfiend, Power Labyrinth. Fiend monsters gain 500. Target Archfiend you control. Banish one other monster you control. If you do special summon from your hand, deck, or grave, one Archfiend with the same level. Yikes, that's a bit scary. Now, unfortunately, I don't have many monsters that I can use to get around, but he didn't summon anything. He had a bit of a brick. So I'm actually just going to attack with Clayman. We got Mirror Force set, so we'll see what he does during his draw phase, because he just played Terraforming, searched for 2 cards, and didn't do anything. Here's a monster. So Archfiend, Eris. Now Eris. No, I don't. I want to read Eris. Okay. If this card is sent to the graveyard because of a card effect or destroyed by battle, you can add an Archfiend card from your hand, and you can only use the effect of Eris once per turn. Do I waste Mirror Force here? No, I don't want to waste Mirror Force here, because we could just use Monster Reincarnation to bring back Clayman anyways. I probably will to get rid of Bubble Shuffle. Oh yeah, it becomes 1500. Ooh. Monster Reincarnation, discard Bubble Shuffle, get Elemental Hero Clayman, and then we can activate Polymerization, and then we get Thunder Giant. Here we go. Smarts. I'm smarts. I figured it out, guys. I figured it out. I know how to fuse. It's okay. Fusion summon! Not a first, but there we go. Unlike the video who was like, we'll now teach you how to fusion summon. Wait a minute, Thunder Giant gets a summoning animation? I mean, he looks boss, except for that part, but he actually looked pretty cool. I'm not going to activate Thunder Giant's ability to discard Blade Edge, because what if we draw a hero emerges, and then we could just summon our best card? Oh, mama! Okay, so he's going to summon probably a really strong monster here, but we got Mirror Force just in case. 3,000, but its attack becomes half. What? He could just destroy my card? Well, eat that. Okay. You can normal summon this card, but if summoned this way, it is destroyed during the end phase. Oh, I messed up. I wasted my Mirror Force. Well, technically I saved my life points. That's the argument I'm going to use. I saved my life points. Yeah, I'm fine with that. That's fine. I can deal with that. Skyscraper. Okay, so they have to pay. I'm sorry, what? The controller of this pays 500 life points during Here's the Stone 5 phase. Does this have an effect that prevents them from not... All fiends... Hang on a minute. The controller of this card pays 500 each of his phases. This is not optional. When this card is targeted for a card effect or a graveyard, roll a 6-sided die, negate. During each standby phase, increase the attack of one Archfiend by 1,000 attack points until the end phase. How did they not pay the 500 life point cost? Did I miss it? Because this doesn't actually say... I mean, there's nothing else I can actually do here, so... Okay, so that's the 500 cost. Oh no, Terror King is actually higher than my guy. And now they can banish another. Oh no. I really should have saved my Mirror Force at this stage. That was bad. Yeah, I should have saved my Mirror Force. Avion is not going to save me here. That's 5,000 damage I lost. I could have set Avion, but I reckon he'll summon another monster. Yeah, so he's got to pay the life point cost. A tribute for Archfiend Skull Archfiend of Lightning. Banish another. To summon another! Flip me! Yeah, we're gonna have to swap to my deck. I'm sorry, there ain't no way on this planet I am beating this. Ain't no way I'm beating that. That's gonna have to be a my deck. Oh, which, by the way, I should actually show this for now. Actually, we should go back to the deck edit. So what I've done is, as you can see here, I've actually made a second deck now that we've moved on to the GX era, where I actually do run some fusions, not a lot, but some fusion monsters. Pluralistic Plasma Zone is going to go really against me in this next duel, but essentially I'm playing a bunch of normal monsters with really good attack points, good beat sticks. We've got Golem that we pulled recently. We've still got the Break of the Magic Warriors to pop back row, which will actually come in really handy here. We've got Gale Lizard to bounce things back to the hand, Man-Eater Bug to destroy a card, Nidoria can target a card and destroy it, Tricky's a good special summon, Dark Holes to blow up the board, Mirror Forces to destroy attack position monsters, Fissures to destroy the lower end monsters, Regeki to wipe the whole board. So we still got like really good cards in this deck. So I definitely 100% think we can take this with my deck. With Jaden's deck, I don't think so. I don't think so. So we lost the rock, paper, scissors. Unless he really bricks, then there's no way we're gonna win. But we're going second. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see what we can do here. Okay. That's a very nice hand. Pot of Duality, Vorse Raider, Breaker, Shard of Greed. I'm very much tempted to destroy... actually, that's a good question. Do I destroy the field spell or the back row? Because he hasn't played much back row. So I'm thinking of destroying the back row, and we'll see what it is. Because I can somewhat deal with him getting 500 more attack points. Pay 500 to target an Archfiend in your graveyard, special summon it. Can't be attributed and destroy it during the end phase of this turn. Interesting. So let's get Duality. We'll see what kind of cards we can get. Archfiend Soldier is actually a really solid card, which ironically is a monster that boosts us. I'm not going to choose Mystic Plasma Zone. I am going to choose Archfiend Soldier. It's a 1900 monster. So this actually gets, because it's all fiends, you control, all fiend types you control. So that wouldn't get any additional attack points. But we're going to set that. We're going to set this. We'll keep Raigeki. And then in the next 2 turns, we're going to get a +2 draw. This will allow him to search for an Archfiend monster. Obviously, it's a 1-turn wonder. Is this just one? Target one monster on the field and destroy it. So I'm probably not going to Michizuri. Terraforming. Oh, actual Pandemonium. Interesting. So yeah, this becomes 2,000. Banishes a card, brings it. I could Michizuri, or I could take 2,000. I think I'm just going to take the 2,000 if I'm being honest. Because this gets destroyed during the end phase. So I'd rather just take the 2,000. Alexandrite Dragon is 100 points higher. So I'm going to summon Alexandrite Dragon. And then we're going to enter the battle phase, attack, and inflict 2,000 ourselves. So now we're 100 in the lead. Because that's what I should have done last time. That didn't do a whole lot for him. Oh, Bottomless Trap Hole's actually really solid. Okay, so that's why he did that. It's so that it would get additional attack points until the end phase. I could Raigeki at this stage, but I'm going to Bottomless here. And the reason why I'm going to Bottomless is because it's just better. We're going to summon Zombino. So Zombino has 2,000 attack points, and we're just going to enter. So we got, this is, yeah, obviously they have to pay the 500 life point cost. Yeah, I knew they were going to tribute. So when it's summoned, now we can Bottomless. I believe I can Bottomless. Before this card, or before this card is destroyed, I see. Roll 6-sided die. If it's a 1, 3, or 6. Is that once per turn? I don't think that's once per turn, actually. Interesting. Oh, I just did it automatically. Oh, because it's if your opponent summons a monster. So it's... I see. I'm a bit scared of their back row, because if that's Mirror Force, we technically can have game. I'm not going to Mystic Plasma, because that just boosts them. Okay, I think we've got game. Unless they activate it on the last attack. So if they're going to do it, they're going to do it now. No, we got it. Nice. Cool. Oh, and now he's back to evil again. No! I mean... and he's gone. Titan was able to defeat... Jane was able to defeat Titan and free Alexis from a coffin. Good morning, Sleepyhead. Where am I? What are you doing here? Hold on, what kind of thank you is that? We're here because we had to find the bad guy, win the duel, and rescue the damsel in distress. Oh yeah, that strange man snatched me. That's right, we found your card, and this. A picture of my brother? This is the first trace of him I've seen in a long time. I brought it to you to let you know that we're going to help you find him. After all, we can't have you getting locked up in any more tombs searching for him and all that by yourself. You were really worried about me, weren't you? Oh, little blushy face. Hey, we got a Bastion pack. Okay, cool. For the sake of Cyrus. So this is obviously Zane versus Jaden. Cyrus thought he was not strong enough to duel, so he left a note to Jaden telling him that he was leaving the academy. Actually, this is massive information that is being skipped. So essentially, Crowler, who knew obviously all of this had gone down, had basically went, oh yes, let's get, what's their faces in? I can't think what they're called now. The disciplinary squad to basically get Jaden and Cyrus to Duel Academy. They were going to be suspended, even though Jaden had risked his life to essentially save Alexis. So they didn't get away with it scot-free, and then was proposed to be in a tag duel with the Paradox brothers. that's when Cyrus was like, well, with me as your partner, you're gonna lose. So that's why Cyrus tried to leave. After finding the note, Jaden and Chumley frantically searched for Cyrus and his brother Zane. They weren't looking for Zane. Zane was not surprised that Cyrus was giving up. So that's Zane, the school's top duelist. Basically, Alexis gives Jaden a down low on basically that Zane is like a not nice dude, especially to his brother. You dropping out? Yeah, well, kinda. It's about time. You're his big brother. How can you say that? Because I know him. I bet you think you do, but guess what? You don't. And I'm gonna prove it to you right now. Let's duel. Duel a Slifer? Sure, why not? After all, it's been a while since I went slumming. And get your game on. Yeah, so basically, Jaden wanted to duel Zane initially because he was like not happy with Zane and how he treated his brother. Crowler tore up the note to be like, you want to duel Zane, like, which I find absolutely hilarious because if Crowler, like, it's dumb logic on Crowler's part because unless Crowler thought there was no way that we got Cyber Dragon's way. That there was no way that Zane was going to win and he's the top student. Like, you know what I mean? Like, bring your best to duel, and that would make sense. You can reveal a spell that becomes Cyber Dragon to the end phase. Okay, we'll do it this way. So we're going to special summon Cyber Dragon. We could... I'm not going to do that, actually. We're going to normal summon Proto, who acts as Cyber Dragon while in the field or graveyard. Activate Fusion Sage, so we're going to get that third copy of Polly out of my deck, so we're not bricking. Then, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to fuse into Twin. So we've obviously all we've got is Cyber End and Cyber Twins. If he's got Mirror Force down, he's just best duelist. He's just best duelist. I'm guessing he's got maybe Mudball Man or something like that in his extra deck. Yeah, I knew it was gonna be Clayman. I just knew it was Clayman. Okay, so he's got a face down that he couldn't use because I thought maybe it was Hero Signal. But it wasn't Hero Signal. He hasn't got Skyscraper because that's a field spell. Now he's set another card and I'm nervous about his back row more than anything. Mystical Space Typhoon. I'm going to use that on the newly fresh set card. What is it? That was Mirror Force. Oh, what a call! Okay, so we're going to summon Cyber Dragon's Y. Enter the battle phase, so... that's going to attack. Oh, I could have gotten over with my... We would have actually won the game had I knew that was Bersertrix. So he's got one more turn left. Let's see if he can come up with some sort of counter attack. Another face down and ending turn. What I'm going to do... Oh, we got Monster Reborn. Originally, I was just going to swap this to defense mode and attack. It's another copy of Mirror Force. I had a feeling it was another copy of Mirror Force. So initially, all I was going to do was... I lost my train of thought then. So what I was going to initially do was swap Cyber Twin Dragon to defense mode and just have Y attack him directly. But I used Monster Reborn. I saw Monster Reborn and I was like, that's fine. Okay. Draw a card. It's Proto Cyber Dragon this time. So we'll summon Proto just in case. You never know. Sparkman was destroyed and Cyber Twin full game. Yeah, 28. Just a monster that can just to keep attacking twice is awesome. Even with Jaden having 2 Mirror Forces could not stop us. Thanks for the great duel, Zane. So Zane, what do you think? I think Cyrus chose good friends, Alexis. I like how we're dueling in the arena. Again, we dueled at the at nighttime at the docks. Your brother's got mad skills. Well, at least I got the looks. Hey, come on, let's go home and work on our decks. There's Mudball Man. And now we've got Hero Emerges and Avion. So Formula for success. Dr. Crowley was still looking for someone that could defeat Jaden in a duel. He thought that he found his answer in Bastian Masawa, a mathematic genius who calculated his duels to an exact formula. Yeah, because we've completely skipped that Jaden defeated Chaz. Later in class, a fellow blue student told Chaz Princeton that he could no longer sit in the Obelisk Blue section. Chaz would now have to sit with the raw losers instead. This is all wrong. I don't belong over there with those losers. Dr. Crowley, tell everyone it was a mistake. Tell them I belong up here. But you don't, and you haven't since you lost that one duel to, oh, who was it now? Ah, yes, Jaden Yuki. Ah, so there we go, at least they acknowledge it. Which is why you will duel Bastian Masawa tomorrow. If you lose to him as well, you two will switch dorms. You mean I become a raw obelisk? A raw yellow duelist? Yes, very good. Now if you could only duel as well as you can listen. The next morning, a school staff member told Jaden that there was a large number of cards floating in the water off the docks. Jaden, Bastian, and Cyrus went to investigate. It was Dorothy, who was the card shop owner. Ah, that's Ring of Destruction and Vorse Raider. Bastian, these are all your cards. It's my own fault. This deck was in my desk, and I had moved my desk into the hallway yesterday when we were painting. Someone must have taken it then. Actually, it was taken at night. Who would do something like this? Someone who doesn't want you to advance to Obelisk Blue, that's who. Your deck's totally ruined. Oh man, what in the world are you going to do now, Bastian? Your promotion exam is in less than an hour. Just buy a whole load of packs. Just get a whole load of packs. They're not going to be sold out of packs. You can build this deck from scratch. Bastian, you made it. I see you brought some friends. I hope you duel better than the company you keep. Wait a sec, Chaz is your test opponent, Bastian? Then he must have been the one who tossed your cards. Pardon? I don't know what he's talking about, Dr. Crowler. I didn't do a thing. Oh, is that so? I saw you, Chaz. This morning by the water, you dumped them and ran off. I wouldn't normally snitch, but you don't mess with someone's deck. Yo, so if someone was being bullied, you wouldn't snitch, but messing with someone else's cards, you absolutely would, like, snitch on them? Oh, come on. Who's to say I wasn't throwing away my own cards? I get Bastian and I have similar decks, that's all. Liar. No one calls me a liar, and no one calls me a thief, except he was. Fine, then you're not. Let's just have our duel. I like how they also skip the whole, like, how is it going to duel without any cards? And the fact that Bastian has, like, 6! I'm not doing good on the rock, paper, scissors lineup at the moment. Losing all them dice rolls. Oh, also next weekend will be our Master Duel tournament again, so I'm going to be doing some advertisement for that on my Discord. So I'm looking forward to that. Summon a Monk and Oxygeddon. If this card is face up in the field, it cannot be tributed. If this is normal flip summon, change it to defense mode. Discard a spell, and then you can special summon a level 4 monster from your deck, but that monster can't attack. I'd rather just summon Oxygeddon if I'm being completely honest. Let's set this. When your opponent's monster declares an attack, target a level 4 monster in your graveyard. Special summon in defense mode, cannot be destroyed by battle card effects this turn. Okay, so we've got basically really good protection. Lightning Vortex will be the card that we use to discard. Hello, you're at 1800. We're 2600. I was expecting Chthonian Soldier. No, I don't want to read Mirror Force. I don't need to know what Mirror Force does. Say goodbye, Twixodia! Right. 1 face down and ending turn. Draw for turn. Graceful Charity. I will play Graceful Charity. Draw 3, discard 2. I'm going to discard Carbonetton, because you can banish this card from the graveyard, special summon from your hand or deck, or level 7 or lower. So that makes sense to me that we would send him to the graveyard. Dragon normal monster. Do I not run a dragon? Because, like, why can't I not activate this effect? You can banish this card from your graveyard, from your hand or deck. I must not run one. Unbelievable, Jeff. Oh, we've got Deuteron. Interesting. You can discard this card to add 1 binding spell or trap. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can target a Hydra Oxygeddon or in your graveyard. Is it a summon? Yeah! Okay, so we're going to go with Deuteron. Because then that brings back Oxygeddon. So I'm not going to activate the effect, I'm just going to summon it. Because I don't want to discard for bonding H2O. Go, Deuteron! Use the effect of Deuteron! Special back Oxygeddon! And I'm really hoping that's not Mirror Force. But we got Lightning Vortex and Lightning Vortex. But just in case, we can also summon Oxygeddon. Oh, it's Pinpoint card! That's actually hilarious. Because that's my face down card. No, because there's no point redeclaring the attack. When a monster is normal summoned to your side of the field. Oh, I see. So Fire Trooper. So that gains, I think, attack points? And then it can be attributed to inflict 1,000 damage. Fire Trooper is an Axel Brody card, so why does Chaz have it? I don't know. Yo, that's actually hilarious. So we can actually just do this again. Really hope he doesn't have Mirror Force set, because I'm going to be very upset if he does. Do I special summon? Nah. Oh, I should have put it in attack mode. Can I change it? No, it's going to make me. I want to just put it in, because obviously we got Pinpoint Guard, so I could have put it in attack mode, so if it was Mirror Force, we would have been fine. Oh, we would have been fine anyways, it was a bluff! Oh, mother of pearl. Oh well, it's 1800. I feel we still got the driver's seat at the moment. I don't feel like we're at a disadvantage right now. Jurassic World, that is a card that belongs to Hasselberry. That's not even... Ultimate Baseball Kid. Oh, that could have been a nasty card. Glad we dealt with him. So, Chaz is just playing a bunch of fire monsters, and I'm predominantly playing dinosaur support with Jurassic World and Fossil Dig. Even though Bastion never played those cards, it would have been cool if he did, but he didn't. Graceful Charity. Let's draw some more cards. Discard some more. Carboneton is definitely a card I'm going to discard. Now, this is hand, deck, or graveyard, so I'm actually going to just discard Water Dragon. No, we're going to attack with Oxygeddon. He does have another face down. If it was Mirror Force, he would have used it then. Call of the Haunted. Okay, so he's bringing back his monster. So we will relay, attack, destroy, attempt game? Yeah, we got game. Nice. Very nice. A well-played duel, Chaz, but not well enough. Pure luck. You drew a lucky card and stumbled into the win, that's all. Perhaps, but luck favors the prepared, and I was prepared to beat you with half a dozen other cards as well. Sorry, you would have lost one way or another. Chaz, you stole, you lied, you cheated, and you lost. You deserve to be demoted. No, this can't be. And then he leaves Duel Academy. Yo, I love how we're skipping all the Jaden Chaz duels, because we're just going straight to, after the school duel, we're just going immediately to this one. Chancellor Shepard, a chief administrator of Duel Academy, the principal, called Jaden, Bastion, Alexis, Chaz, Dr. Crowell, Professor Banyan, and Zane to the office. He wanted to warn them about the new Shadow Riders and the power of these cards, the Sacred Beasts. The Sacred what cards? Sacred Beast cards. Due to their immense power and the colossal might, they were hidden here at the Academy. You see, this Academy was built in part to protect the Sacred Beast cards. They were buried deep underground, and their powers sealed away safely. Legend says that if these cards ever saw the light of day, terrible things will happen. Our world will be no more. No more? This is why the 7 of you are here, to protect these 3 cards from the Wicked Ones. The Wicked Ones? That's right, 7 duelists known as the Shadow Riders who covet these cards. I've heard of the Shadow Riders. They are no joke. You must be careful. Okay, so how do we protect these cards? By protecting the 7 spirit gates. To get the cards, one must unlock these gates. And to unlock them, one must gain the 7 keys for the 7 gates. That is how we will protect these cards, by protecting the keys. And here they are. one for each of you to guard. Children, this is an important responsibility for me as well. We hold the keys. Won't that make us targets? It's true, with these keys, the Shadow Riders will seek you out. Seek us out? You mean take us out? Hey, look, Chaz! Nice outfit, dork! I mean, no, I'm joking, I love Chaz's secondary outfit. But I like how we're just skipping, like, that he just got, because it just looks like he got demoted and just went, nah, I'm just wearing black. I'm the Black Dorm. I'm not even a Ra. Only in a duel. Fortunately for our side, the keys can't be simply stolen. An ancient edict commands that the keys must be won in a duel. So I've called on the school's 7 best to take the challenge and fight the good fight. I would have loved if they actually threw in a little bit more lore about this, because I'm guessing Pegasus made the Sacred Beasts? Did he not learn the lesson that when he made the God cards that they would be angry? Who made the Sacred Beasts? Why is it an ancient edict commands that the keys must be won in a duel? Duel monsters were obviously was invented somewhat 5,000 years ago via stone tablets. So like, how long ago were the spirit keys introduced, and were the, who was constantly challenging for the for the Sacred Beast cards, for the 7 gate keys, if that makes sense? Like, who made up these rules? Like, who decided all of this? What's an ancient edict like to command this to be a thing? Does that make sense? It's the one thing about GX that it just didn't give enough lore for things to make sense. Later that evening, Jade and Alexis were transported to a volcano where they were encountered by the first Shadow Rider. Actually, it's because Jaden, Cyrus, and Chumley were all fast asleep. Alexis thought Jaden would be the first target as he's a slifer, went to basically the dorm, and then while she was almost at the dorm, basically they got transported to the volcano. It's one very weird dream, or nightmare. It's neither. What's going on? You mean you don't know? Call me a slow learner. Also, Jaden doesn't have his half of the necklace, because obviously Night Shroud has the other half when they dueled. What's his face? Gravekeeper's chief. Call me Night Shroud. I'll be the one to take the key around your neck. Wow, you guys don't waste much time, do you? I'll get that key, and I'll get it now. Just to make sure of that, I brought friends. What do you mean? Say hello to Cyrus and Chumley. It looks like they're in hot water. Or maybe I should say hot molten lava. But then, such is the nature of a shadow game, Keykeeper. A shadow game? Listen, just duel me, but let them go. I don't think so. I need them to assure a speedy match. After all, that protection orb they're in, let's just say it's not exactly built to last. Oh, and I'm afraid that there's more. Also at stake is your soul, which will be sealed in this card when you lose. And if I lose, my soul will be sealed. But hey, let's be honest with ourselves. Me lose? No way. Now then, shall we? You can't agree to this. Tell that to Cyrus and Chumley. They're about to become meatballs in lava stew. They're my friends, and I'm not going to let that happen to them or us. Besides, it's not like this is my first shadow game. I'm just hoping it doesn't hurt us as bad as the others. Okay, pal, you want a duel? You got it. Let's throw down. Get your game on. This is the other thing as well, when Jaden says that this is not his first shadow game. Against Titan, he full on believed that it was a fake show. Even after the other duel, like when they got transported into the other world, he thought it was some sort of special effects. So like, unless someone told him, oh, by the way, Jaden, that shadow game was very real, like, that's actually incorrect information. So for now, we're going to try with our story deck. We'll see if we can get a win, but we probably won't. Probably won't. But there we go. I'll probably have to use my deck, unless we just get amazing cards. But Night Shroud is running a really awesome, deck here, which is Red Eyes, with Darkness Dragon as support, as part of these structure decks. Spear Dragon! Okay, so we do have Terraforming, which would give us access to Skyscraper. I think for now I'm going to keep Avion and Pastitrix in hand. We do have Fusion Gate. Banishing materials from the hand or field. Oh, okay. Actually, you know what? Fusion Gate actually might be the better option here. Because we can just go immediately into Flame Wingman and have Mirror Force. So originally I was going to go into Skyscraper. So let's get rid of Avion and Bersertrix for Flame Wingman. We may as well summon Wildheart as well. We'll keep Clayman as a defensive monster. So we're going to summon Flame Wingman. Then summon Wildheart, who's unaffected by trap cards. So he's also useful. So he's unaffected by Mirror Force in case Night Shroud plays it. So Flame Wingman will take out Spear Dragon, 200, and then an additional 19. So it's practically a direct attack in one go. And then 1500, so he's already on 44. Practically half his life points in one move. So very nice on my part. Red Eyes Black Dragon's Chick, although it's Red Eyes Black Chick. So he can summon Red Eyes Black Dragon. 2400 attack points. Inferno Fire Blast makes it that he cannot attack, but he inflicts 2400 points of damage, which was very nice, because now he's into Darkness Dragon, but he didn't realize I had Mirror Force set. No face downs, he has to end this turn. Normal summon just in case Clayman. Now we definitely have damage on board. Actually, I don't think I did have game, because it's 41 actually, so we would have actually not won this duel. So this is 800, which brings it's exactly to 2100, so we got game. Nice. That was actually a really nice crackback from Night Shroud. If I didn't have Mirror Force, we would have lost. I like how we're not even we're just dueling at the Academy, and also the Spirit Gates is not what we're dueling. That's game. Sai, Chumley. Jane collapsed to the ground and everyone else was transported outside of the volcano. We're alive! What the? He did it! Jaden did it! Yeah! But where's Jaden? Look over there! Jaden! Wake up! He's not moving! Come on, Jay! Sai, he's fine. Tired maybe, but who could blame him? Not me. I'm tired and I didn't do a thing. He's okay, which is more than I can say for Night Shroud. Alexis noticed another body laying in the distance. Alexis! It can't be. It's him! I thought I lost him, but he's back. He's finally back. My brother's back. That card took away whatever darkness was holding him. Oh, we got some nice cards. We got Signature card. We got Mirage Dragon, which is really sick. And then we also got Inferno Fire Blast, which basically it makes it that Red Eyes can't attack, but inflicts 2400. But that was a very nice combo he did then summon Red Eyes Darkness. You know, fair play. That was a lot of combos that he did there. Okay, so we're gonna just do some pack openings. I think the only pack that I did get was the Bastion pack. Oh no, we got Chaz as well somewhere along the lines. Okay, so let's have a look. Yeah, so as you can see, we got a lot more. Treeborn Frog, Helios Trismegistus, Element Saber, Lampolia Mana, as well as Center Frog. So we got a lot of Ferogies that my brother would like. After the Struggle, Darkwood Dealings, Dino Wrestlers, Petiterangodon, Miscellaneous Saurus, Vampire Baby, Blast Hellbire Tribute, Red Ogre. That's actually a manga Bastion card, which is kind of cool. Journal Dark World, Vampire Sucker. That's pretty cool. Bloodsucker, Hyena, Umbrage the Elemental Lord. I haven't necessarily seen anything I would add to my deck just yet. Ryu Senshi is actually really sick. Superconductor Tyranno. We got a lot of good dinosaur support. Black Stego. Yeah, Warrior Deck Reference Spirit Ryu is what you need for him. Let's open one more of Bastion. As you can see, I did have a lot of DP. Okay, some more Dino Wrestlers and the Field Spell. Flip me, we got some real dinosaur support. Miniaturize isn't bad because you can just make an opponent's monster lose 1000 attack points and a level. Sasuke Samurai level 4 will win Prodigy. Dark Samura is actually crazy. Banish one dark monster and a wind monster from your graveyard, special summon for the hand. And you can also do this from the graveyard, which is really dumb. the text, because all it needed was while face up on the field, this is wind attribute, and then you can banish a dark and a wind monster from your graveyard, special summon this card from your hand or GUI, and then just in the next text, your opponent cannot set any cards on the field. Okay, let's see what else we can get here. Great Long Nose, Arcana Force the Magician, Archlord Christia, Ojama Green. So we can get the Ojamas, makes sense, we are Chaz. Enchanting Fitting Room, Shinobirds, Horse Servant, Sasuke Samurai level 3. My brother used to play Sasuke Samurais. Sasuke Samurai. Prying Kids, Allure Queen level 7, funny enough. Had obviously its Link monster not too long ago. Mirage Dragon, we got another copy of that. Arm Dragon level 3. Magical Mallet's not bad as a card, because it just allows you to reshuffle your hand. Sea Serpent Warrior of Darkness is an 1800, which is a wind attribute, water attribute even. So that's not bad. Cup of Ace, Sasuke Samurai level 2, Despair from the Dark. Ojama Trio, actually a pretty decent card there too. Let's see if we can get any more Alexis stuff in here real quick. Gods with the Third Eye is not terrible. Dark Scorpion, Marie the Fawn, some fusion monsters. If we get instant fusion, then that fish monster would actually be really solid. Fusion Devourer defeats all fusion type monsters. Well, it makes them 0. I saw we got Grass Chopper there as well. Revoke Fusion, Ghost Sharon, the Underworld Boatman, he's a tuner. One-Eyed Shield Dragon, not quite what we're looking for. I also got Cyber Gymnast. Special Hurricane, it's not bad, you discard a card to destroy all special summon monsters. But we'll make this the last pack. Cybertech Alligator, 2500, that's not bad. With 1600 defense. So I think I'll throw him in, actually, to make one card change. Yeah, because obviously we had Summon Skull before, so what I'm going to do is take Summon Skull out, and we'll put Cybertech Alligator in instead. So C Curse, Cyber Blader, there he is. So we'll throw him in. So there we go, because he's got slightly higher defense points. He's a level 5 instead of level 6. And then, you know, he's pretty cool. You know, still 2500, so he's still the same stats as Summon Skull. So I'd say overall, pretty nice, pretty nice. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much the end of today's episode. So we made a pretty decent, I would say a decent chunk here. How many duels did we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there we go. We did 5 duels, so that's not so bad. So I'm happy with that. And then we got another 5 duels that we can do later down the line. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos like this one. And as always, party on, peeps. Take care, guys. It was great to see you, and we'll see you again in the next video. Bye!